On the show today, we are talking with a local organization that changes lives. It empowers girls starting at the age of 5, helping them overcome barriers and be successful. Girls Inc. does this through programming, mentoring, and support after school, on vacation weeks, and in the summer months as well.
From WMUR News 9, this is Heart of New Hampshire.
And to talk more about the work is Aletta Brown from Girls Inc. and Jay Ortiz, who was supported by Girls Inc. starting when she was 5 years old and who continues to be a part of the organization today. Thank you both so much for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Aletta, I'm going to start with you. Can you just explain to any of our viewers who haven't yet heard of Girls Inc. exactly what is the mission? What do you guys do?
Absolutely. So Girls Inc. New Hampshire is here to inspire all girls to be strong, smart, and bold. And we do this through delivering programs through our outreach programs, which is in our local elementary, middle, and high schools throughout the state. We're in 15 schools at the moment and growing, and through our 2 centers, one in Nashua, one in Manchester. The whole purpose of Girls Inc. is to be able to provide these young women with the skills and knowledge base to be successful and overcome different challenges they might see as they grow up.
You know, they learn a lot while they're at school, but these are life lessons that they're learning with the help of Girls Inc., right?
Yes. So we truly focus on advocacy, leadership. We really want our girls to be strong, independent young women who are able to reach their dreams and know what those dreams are. Setting them up for success is so important. Having them explore different career opportunities and also just help them with the basic needs that we see within our families.
Wonderful. So Jay, let's get to your story. Kind of back us up. I know 5 is young, but do you remember way back then getting involved?
Oh, yes, and I loved every minute of it. I've been there for so long, and they helped me through literally my whole entire life.
Yeah. What was it like? What were some of the mentors who you remember? Just tell us what those early days were like.
Yes, I remember some of the staff back when I was younger, and I was very shy and quiet, and you would never know that now. They helped me really crack out of my shell and become who I am today.
How did they do that? Where did you find, you know, that growing confidence and really break out of your shell? What do you think changed for you with the help of Girls Inc.?
Just having them be there by my side and telling me, like, you know, trying new things is okay and talking to new people is okay. And yeah.
What about the girls you work with today?
Yes.
Who are you mentoring these days?
I'm really with all of the kids, so from ages 5, and I think the oldest kid we have is 16. I try to get my time in with all of them as much as I can.
Yeah. And in what ways? So how does it work? If the kids are involved, how do they end up being with you, Jay?
So I'm normally at the front and I check them in, but when I'm not up there, I'll be there for them with homework help, or if we're in the gym and we're doing sports, or if we're doing craft activities. Yeah.
I hear that you're one of the favorites there. Aletta, tell me about why you think that is.
Jay has such an amazing personality and can connect with every single girl. And they have so much respect for her, and being able to see how you interact with the girls and how much they've learned from you as they've continued to grow is incredible. They've known Jay was in the program, and she's an incredible role model. She was actually one of our Girls of the Year, which is an individual who shows that she can be responsible and is kind to others and emanates a lot of things that we're looking for to be good individuals and stand-up citizens. So all the girls seeing Jay being successful and also being able to come back to Girls Inc. and how much she loves it, they've responded so well to it. They absolutely adore her.
I am sure. And Jay, let's talk about your success. Tell us what you're doing now professionally.
Yes, so I am a cosmetologist, so I'm a hairstylist at Boss Blow Dry Bar right now.
Great.
And I style people's hair, and it's the best thing ever.
And what do you think helped you to get there? Like, what about Girls Inc. helped you to follow your dreams and to get where you are?
I definitely will say Girls Inc., when you're older, you do YWL in the summer, and they bring you to many different places for jobs and colleges. And I think in that time in my life, it really helped me show how many options I have and things that I wanted to do when I grew up, and one of them was hair, and they helped me with that.
Okay, well, I need a little bit of help on that side of things. But talk about YWL, Aletta. Can you explain exactly what that stands for and what it is?
Absolutely. So YWL is our Young Women's Leadership Program.
Oh, great.
We run it all year round, but in the summer in particular, it is an amazing program for these girls. It's our 8-week summer camp, and these girls go to 65 plus different locations and experiences. They go to different colleges and different works and companies, and they explore the different job opportunities they could have after their high school career. We also talk about things like personal finance, scholarships, purchasing their first car, everything that these girls need in a little toolbox so they can be successful as they continue on into their after high school studies.
It's really incredible, and like we talked about a little bit earlier, these life lessons that you just don't get during the school day, you know? And I want to talk a little bit about the challenges, maybe some of the more unique challenges we're seeing this day and age. Is it the screens? Is it social media? What are you seeing?
We do have a lot of issues with screens, as we see throughout a lot of our youth. We are a no phones policy. The girls get off the bus after checking in with their parents and we put our phones away. And that is so incredibly important for these young women to have that face-to-face conversations and build relationships with their peers. And we call it their Girls Inc. friends. We pick up at over 19 different schools at both of our center locations, so they have their Girls Inc. friends that they might not see every day at school.
I love the no phones policy. That is wonderful. And quickly, Jay, can you just kind of, any advice you have for young girls who are maybe lost, still trying to find their way and wondering, well, maybe Girls Inc. might be for me? What would you say to them?
Yes, I would definitely say they should come and join us. They'll see a whole new side of the world, and it'd be great for them.
All right. Thank you both so much for being with us this morning and for all the work you're doing every day to inspire our next generation of female leaders out there. Thank you so much. And to get involved, you can find more information right on their website, girlsincnh.org.